Have you ever wanted to try meditation and you just couldn't get it right? Like every time you wanted to meditate and you just couldn't get it right. Like you're like, wait, how do I meditate? Where do I start? What do I do? What do I need? We all like wanted to start meditating and, we don't know where to start. We don't know what to do or how to do meditation or like just where to start at all. So basically, I'm going to be explaining this to you guys, and it's going to be a short video, and it's just going to be easy for you guys to understand. Let me tell you guys something. I used to be the type of person that I could never meditate, meaning I remember I went to this meditation class. There was probably 20, 30 people there, and we all were trying to meditate, and literally within 5 minutes, it's like I'm the only person who's walking out the class. That's how much I hated meditation. I didn't even know what meditation was. I'm like, what am I doing? Like, how do I just control my mind? It doesn't make any sense. Like, what is meditation and why am I doing it wrong? Am I just a person who can never meditate? So honestly, I just didn't know anything about it. But then I got to a point in my life where I wanted to look into it. I wanted to take the time and understand it. If you're mentally not serious or ready to start this meditation process, then don't even take on with it, because it's not going to be real. Because for me, it's I wasn't serious about it. It didn't mean anything. But then if you're serious about it, then you'll kind of really understand what meditation is. And I'm going to be explaining to you guys what meditation is. A lot of people think just sitting in one spot and just going and whatever, that's meditation. Some people think that you just sit in one spot and just meditate. That's not meditation. Well, that is meditation, but there's so many ways a person could meditate. And this is a completely different, new way of meditating that a lot of people don't even know. It's like a lot of people don't understand this type of meditation. For you to meditate, you need to first understand yourself versus your ego. So your ego is basically this fake mask that you're wearing to society. Your ego is all attachments, all desires, wanting outcomes, certain outcomes, being materialistic, and just living for other people. That's your ego. And yourself is your real self without all those things. So a person who has no desires, a person who has no attachments, those are the people who are being themselves, self. That's what it's called, self versus ego. So your ego is the person who's afraid of what people are thinking and just caring about what society thinks about you. Just the person who's scared about certain outcomes, who's more attached to other people, who have a hard time letting go. That's basically your ego. Now yourself is the person who's observing that ego. So you are not the ego. What you're doing is you're looking at that ego. So every time you get anxious, every time you fear something, every time you are attached to something, every time you get angry at someone, every time you just can't stop drinking alcohol, or every time you feel like drinking alcohol for the wrong reason, or every time you feel like, cussing someone out, or those are all associated with your ego. And yourself is something that's observing that. That itself is meditation. You're observing your mind. You are not your mind. You're observing your mind. Meaning your mind wanders. Your mind just wanders, left to right, negative, positive, negative, positive. But behind that is you, your real self, that's looking at that mind, that's just watching and observing. So you're not becoming the mind. The mind will be attached to things. It'll make you go crazy. That's why a lot of people have depression, because their mind is just not stopping. You just keep thinking and thinking and thinking. So this way of meditating, you're basically just observing your mind, just being conscious of your mind, just knowing where your mind is going and not reacting based off whatever your mind thinks. You're the person behind it, just watching it. That's another way of meditating. A lot of people don't know this, but the whole point of meditation is just being able to keep your mind still, just being a still person. When I say still, it means someone who's not reactive, or someone's mind would just keep going back and forth. You can't be attached to your mind. Your mind is something else, and it's important to just observe and be aware and be conscious. And that's the whole point of meditation. I hope you guys like this content. If you want to see more content like this, subscribe down to my channel, and I hope to see you guys again. Bye.